It's another sunny, hot summer day at our backyard mountain bike trail.
Episode 2 of Old Angry Golfer Man.
Micah and I were having a ton of fun riding these short seconds of downhill, but we wanted more, and there was room for it, so we moved our project down the property below the stairs. Last episode, we ended the trail with a drop right here. Now, you will continue down these stairs, and then make an exit onto this berm around a tree, and then return back uphill. This way, we can optimize the amount of elevation that we use on this trail. Initially, we were going to build this 180 turn as a full berm, but due to dirt concerns and a future trail idea, we decided to split it up into two. Here, we're just removing weeds and making some single track that might be rideable even without a berm. The little weeds were too annoying to get out, so we busted out the big guns and got the string trimmer. Ironically, I did more damage to Jake and Micah than I did to the weeds. The tree that we were turning around was massively overgrown, so we had to cut off some of the branches. After getting rid of most of the dangerous branches, we built a little wooden bridge to cross the gap. Burying this little skinny bridge was a little harder than I thought, but we made it through it, and the wobble wasn't that big of a deal. Alright, so we finished this little skinny bridge thing. There was a little bit of wobble, but it should be fine. Even without the berms, the single track was running so well that I thought I could hit it with all the speed from the upper portion of the trail. Ironically, we needed the berms to give us speed, not slow us down. I found that the straight section in between the two berms was a little too sharp, so I dug out some of the extra weeds to widen the trail. No! I also scared Jake. The next day I got some dirt that we could use for the berms. I also watered it down a bit so it wouldn't be as dusty while we were working with it. When we got to the trail, we started placing old wood fence posts, rocks, and other things in the berm so we wouldn't have to use as much dirt to make the berm. We also started getting loads of dirt on top of the berm. We purposely picked up some sod from the guy who gave us the dirt so that we could use it on the back of the berm to increase the stability. After we placed the sod on the back of the berm, we would put dirt over it to make a good riding surface. After using just about half our dirt, we had a small berm complete. Alright, so we have the berm shaped out. After putting some more dirt on top of the berm, we got some water and threw it onto the dirt so it wouldn't be as dusty and would be easier to form. Alright, so all we have to do now is put dirt here, because if you look at it from over here, there's a little gap in, and we obviously have to fill up all this sod. It looks kind of poopy nasty. The berm was now basically complete and it was really rideable. The berm was running super well, like you could literally run on it. We started construction on the first or second berm, depending on how you look at it. We found some more fence posts and used some of the logs that we cut off of the tree as a base for the berm. Second berm's doing well. We're trying to remove these rocks into the entrance of this like U shape. We're gonna have this berm here, and then there's gonna be a little gap right there. So that way you can come down through here next to my bike, next to the tree, and then go through straight over there. We used the last pieces of sod that we had left on the back of this berm. After that, we put dirt on top of it so that we would actually have a real riding surface. It was really hot outside, so we decided to go inside and eat. We also hung out in the basement, watching ski movies in VR and playing VR games. So we just about ran out of dirt. All we have left is this, so some sod, some sand. But we got one full bucket, we need to fill this up. Probably should end our dirt, and we should have enough to complete the whole thing, and then we're gonna try to ride it. Go for it. Don't hit me, please. Copy in 3. What I liked about the new bottom portion of trail is the patio was now the divider between the two portions of trail, which made the trail feel longer overall. Some of the more observant viewers of my channel may have noticed that I changed my bike a bit. I did change my bike a little bit. It rides and looks a lot better than before. Obviously, I got wider new handlebars and a short new stem. On the back side of the bike, I got a new derailleur. And on the front tire, I got a new brake, but this wasn't an impulse buy. This was due to a crash. And overall, the bike just looks a lot better now. I loved how this trail was running, and the skinny was really fun to ride slow. Jake was also starting to ride the trail now, even though it was a less than ideal place to learn, especially the second berm, which was terrible for learning. I was even still having trouble with this berm. But Micah had everything figured out. Even on his XC bike with 29-inch tires, he could ride the trail super fast. Also, he brought his XC bike the day before we built the berms. Even though this trail was not ideal for learning, Jake was persistent and kept trying again and again until he finally got it. He also followed me into it one time. The next day, Micah brought his full-face helmet and I brought these plastic jumps. Using these plastic jumps, we now had an alternate route to get to the bottom. Since Micah brought his full face, it was time for an epic cinematic. They're gonna like that top spin. Ah, trainer. Dang it. For chat. Oh.